the club, and they decided to meet face by face with Overmars and then to force him to the decision to leave the club with immediate effect. Hey guys, welcome back on the channel from Fabrizio Romano, as always, to talk about football transfers and many other stories. And today we have a really shocking one from the last few hours after an official statement from Ajax. We're talking about a top European club and a top European director like Marc Overmars, also former important football player who left Ajax because of a shocking, really terrible story. So let's explain what happened. So guys, as Ajax communicated in their official statement, Marc Overmars has left the club with immediate effect. Why? In the statement, Ajax are very clear. They say because of several messages sent by Marc Overmars to humans into the club, to some colleagues into the club. Humans, of course, so these messages were, of course, not appreciated, were so insistent, and this is why the situation was going to become really dangerous for Marc Overmars into the club, and they decided to meet face by face with Overmars and then to force him to the decision to leave the club with immediate effect. It's been a shocking situation. We have also a statement from Marc Overmars himself that apologized. He said, "I'm really sorry, my behavior has been terrible, so it's unacceptable," he said. "Now I can see the situation. I was going over the line." This is what Overmars said in the statement. He also said, "I see no other option but to leave Ajax with immediate effect." So this is what Overmars said. Was really disappointed also the CEO of the club, the former great goalkeeper Edwin van der Sar, that said, "We are really with no words with the situation. We have to help and to protect people into the club, humans into the club, and this is why we are taking this decision with Marc Overmars." Also, the board chairman Leen Meijard said that this is a dramatic situation for Ajax, that they are really shocked. Also because talking about the professional part and the sport part of this story, Marc Overmars did an incredible job in the last years as Ajax director. They were performing this season, they are performing at an incredible level in Eredivisie and in Champions League. They were amazing in the group in the Champions League, but also in the past few years, what they did with players they signed, with talents they found, the work he did also with Erik ten Hag was huge. So to see this terrible and shocking news is something that we were not expecting, something that Ajax were not accepting, of course, I would say. They were really strong in the position, and I think they're absolutely right to decide for Marc Overmars to leave the club. He accepted this position, he decided to leave immediately. So his out of Ajax is a shocking news for Dutch football, for European football, let me say, because we were not expecting something like this from Marc Overmars, but at the same point it's something shocking for Ajax. This is gonna also change something into the club because they're gonna miss a sport director like Marc Overmars. He was in a really strong relationship with the manager Erik ten Hag. They did an interview together a few weeks ago with the Telegraph talking about their strong relationship, the top work together. They were deciding together about everything into the club, signing players, selling players, deciding on the structures, on many things. And this is why Erik ten Hag also last summer decided to stay at Ajax, where Tottenham were trying to appoint him as new manager. Also, end of September, beginning of October, Barcelona, before jumping into Xavi as priority, they had Erik ten Hag in their list, but he decided not to accept any proposal and to stay at Ajax till the end of the season to respect the club, of course, the players, of course, but also his relationship, his great and special relationship with Marc Overmars. So this story is going to change also probably the situation for Erik ten Hag. He will decide, of course, in the coming months, not now, if he wants to stay at Ajax, but could have a big impact to see Marc Overmars leaving the club and to have such a shock for Ajax also, right before the Champions League clash. So really shocking story, a shame, let me say, for Marc Overmars and for Ajax, and a shocking, really terrible story into Ajax Football Club because of this behavior from Marc Overmars, who apologized in the last few hours and left the club. And so guys, I will keep you posted on the next steps of this really shocking story. I have no words to comment, to be honest. It's something really poor from Marc Overmars, and we have to respect humans in general, but also in football, of course, and wherever they are. So I think the decision to leave the club is the only one. There is no other option, as he said in the statement. Let's see what's next for Ajax, guys. For all the updates and all the latest, remember to subscribe to my channel. Remember, guys, to send in your comments, like this video, turn on the notification, and see you soon.